Chile has always been facing geological turbulences, yet people stay resilient and calm, while the number of tourists increases. We also believe in Chile, and will be there in January 2016. Why? Why not? In South America, it's the most developed country and becomes more and more a land of immigrants. People come here to find work and build businesses. The capital, Santiago, has become a globally known startup hub. You can even create your own company in one day. Google, for example, chose the Santiago region as their first data center in Latin America because of a reliable infrastructure, skilled workforces, and an atmosphere of innovation, as Google says. As we know, making money is important. Chile provides the right environment for young entrepreneurs and new startups, especially in the busy area of Santiago and its surroundings with a population of 7 million people. 10 million more live in the rest of the land, with so much space that it would take 60 hours by car to go from north to south. It makes Chile the longest country in the world. So what do you find in all that space? The north is covered by desert like the Atacama, which is the driest desert of all. With 5 kilometers above sea level, 300 nights per year with almost no clouds, and no light pollution or radio interferences from cities, it is one of the best places for astronomical observations. UFO research is government supported, and some Mars movies were even filmed here. Central Chile is the economic and cultural heart. You can visit main cities like Santiago, enjoy the Mediterranean climate, and drink very good wine from over 100 wineries. In fact, Chile is worldwide the 5th largest wine exporter. You are permanently accompanied by coastline and the Andes. This allows you to go skiing in some of the best ski resorts in the southern hemisphere and enjoy the world's largest outdoor swimming pool. Further south, you find lakes, rivers, Chiloé Island, and you can meet penguin colonies. You also enter the land of the indigenous Mapuches in the region of Araucanía. Here, 1/3 of the population is ethnically a Mapuche, which is the highest proportion of any Chilean region. Enjoy local dishes in Aruca, their traditional home, and observe how the families reenact their history and myths. It's a great opportunity to learn about their traditional medicines, silver jewelry, and the textiles they make using natural fibers and pigments. 5% of Chile's whole population derive from the Mapuches, so if you learn about their history, you learn about Chile in general. And by the way, the most common origin of the word Chile is from the Mapuche word Chili. It means where the land ends. In the extreme south, you find the Magallanes, Chilean Antarctica, and western Patagonia, with fjords, ice caps, lakes, and forests. It's among the places with the world's cleanest air and where you find the southernmost permanent human settlement outside of Antarctica, the town Puerto Williams. Rapa Nui, or simply Easter Island, is the most remote part of Chile and is the world's most remote airport. It takes you 6 hours from Santiago. On the border to Argentina, you can hike the highest volcano in the world, Ojos del Salado. Its crater lake is the world's highest lake. Over 1,300 other volcanoes are also waiting for you, some being active as well. Away from the volcano grey, you can spend splendid days in the garden city, Valparaíso. Painters and poets were inspired by its historical areas and colorful buildings, particularly Pablo Neruda, who won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971. He's best known for love poetry and learned his craft at the school where Gabriela Mistral was a head teacher. She won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1945 as the first Chilean and Latin American poet and became world famous although she was a poor, rural school teacher. More hands-on is what Chilean cowboys do, the huasos, the Mapuche word for shoulders or haunches, because they believed the Spanish conquerors were attached to horses between the shoulder and haunch. Here is how Chile's national dance looks like, the cueca. It resembles the mating ritual of hens and roosters. Also fun are the duels among poets and musicians. They are called payadores and usually gather for barbecue in the mountains or in the city to entertain and enjoy. Asada is a special form of barbecue. When the timber roof truss, tijeales, of a new house has been completed, all people who helped in the construction eat together. You can also join the local dish of the locals on Chiloé Island. It's called curanto and a feast of shellfish and meat. After all these adventures, make sure you're in good company at 5 p.m. because of the Chilean tea time. It's called once or 11 and comes from the British who settled in the 1800s. Later, feel free to try Chile's national drink, pisco, a clear liquid similar to brandy and normally blended with lemon juice, sugar, ice and beaten egg whites, or just mixed with Coca-Cola. For New Year's you want to be in Valparaíso, Chile's second largest city because of the largest annual fireworks show in South America. In 2007 they exploded the largest amount of fireworks in one evening and made it with 16,000 explosions into the Guinness Book of World Records. And don't miss the first Sunday after Easter. It's when Chileans celebrate Quasimodo, a unique religious ritual. In colonial times, it was a procession of priests and aforementioned cowboys bringing Holy Communion to people who were too old or ill to attend Mass. Today it is more modern and includes carts, bicycles and motorbikes. If you're hungry for more learning pieces, visit Chile's 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites: the churches of Chiloé, the historic quarter of Valparaíso, the Humberstone and Santa Laura Saltpeter Works, Rapa Nui National Park and the Sewell mining town. Honestly, what do you want more? In one country you have beach, and 180 kilometers further west you find the longest continental mountain range in the world. There is so much space that you can be on your own very easily and make Chile your personal adventure. Or you can join us as an onboarder to instantly share your impressions in a group of travelers who accompany you in your learning journey. Breathe the super fresh air of Patagonia and taste its big varieties of extraordinary wines in the central region. Watch how the penguins of the very south interact with each other, explore the diverse climate zones and terrains, and visit the driest desert on Earth to eventually watch the stars in a super clear air. Chile? That means a great variety of clean, unspoiled and raw nature, with people who don't waste their time because they don't hurry, as a Patagonian mantra says. And no matter how hard the country has been shaken by strong earthquakes, Chileans always wake up with a smile. On board makes the world your classroom. We travel, learn, do good and connect. In January 2016 we will be in Chile. Apply and join us. beonboard.org/Chile. Come on board as a mentor, partner, sponsor or participant for 1 to 4 weeks. Or write us info@beonboard.org.